Hello, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another OS operating system. Today we're gonna take a look into Manjaro 25.0, which is the newer version in the mid 2025, and I'm pretty sure that they have a lot of bug fixes compared to few years ago, which sometimes I get annoyed on having those bugs and try to wait for it. And of course, I'm not saying everything is perfect in any ways. We're always having some bugs right here in operating system or any software to be exact. So let's get into the computer and let's try to see what are the new feature in the Manjaro Linux 25.0 OS. Before anything else, of course, we have to check information. So I'm here right now. I'm about to open the website browser, which is the Brave browser that I've been using for the operating system. And the website is actually the manjaro.org. And you could scroll right here in the product. After that, you could click the product and just click the workstation or laptop right here. And today we're gonna have the Gnome, because last time I already taking you to the flagship spin of Manjaro, which is the KDE Plasma. And right now it is now time for our Gnome 48. Just click right here on the download. It will also be reflect right here in the bottom, into your status right here and below. And it is telling us it is 25.0.1 and it has the Linux kernel 6.12. So let's try to download this one, and let's click download and try to save it right here in our download folder. Of course, this is Linux and we all have the folder, the download folder, but the difference between the download folder right here in Linux, we don't use the drive C, we use SDA or A as drive A. So that's the difference between Windows, because Windows started with drive C, which is a bummer for me. It's supposed to be drive A, not drive C to be the first one. Okay, so let's try to save this one, and then after you save this one, wait for it until it reaches 100%, and then let's go to the VirtualBox. So let's dive into this one. So the Manjaro Linux is powering people and organization based on Arch, but it is more friendlier. If you want to have much friendlier operating system, go with Big Linux, because Big Linux is based in Manjaro and Arch, while Manjaro is just only based in Arch. So it's basically a ladder of easiness. Okay, so this is actually a rolling release and it is a very stable type of operating system, just like in Big Linux, which is I'm using right here, and robust and stable at the same time. So they also have the enterprise, but I will not be talking about that one. I'm just gonna be on the user base, and it is great for us, we are just or normal people. I was bombarded last time when I commented normal people should have the easiness of Ubuntu, and then suddenly someone bashed me comparing him that he knows how to use Debian as his base. Nowadays it is so normal that you could not even see a terminal, and even in elementary and high schools, they don't even know how to use terminal. But of course we try to educate them. They were complaining about how to use a terminal, especially if you're using Manjaro and then they encounter the update that needed to close the GUI, graphic user interface, and swap it into the command line, which is the terminal based, and they were not so happy at all. So I hope people will understand that we are getting into the modern, that we don't intend to like use the terminal most of the time, and I hope they will know that one. I'm not against with Ubuntu or something else, but I hope that Ubuntu will have the beginner, like, do not use the terminal at all, like the big Linux that we have right now. So correct introduction will be like that. Let's go to our boxes. Let's go to the plus sign right here in the Gnome boxes, and then install the file, and then look for your Manjaro 25. So I have the Manjaro 25.0.0, but let's try to check into the Manjaro 25.0.1. Okay, let me open that one, and let's use about like maybe 8. I'll put 8 gigabytes of random access memory, while the storage space will be like 30. I just want to have like much easier. And let's full screen this one. So let's try to see. So we have the open source drivers, so let's enter that one. So we have the kernel installation right now, and this is the operating system. So this is the live boot. We didn't install it yet, and we will try to see the welcome page at the same time. Okay, we are now in our welcome page in the live boot. So as you can see, this is their welcome page and their live boot. So let's try to install this one first before anything else. At least you've seen the welcome app, but we will try to dig into that welcome app in a while after we install this one in our computer. Okay, so we have Thai right now, but of course let's use English there, American English, and then click next. So for example, if you're not here in Bangkok, for example, you're there in the Philippines and you're in Iloilo City, but there is no Iloilo, just click the zone of Manila. It's just okay. And Filipino, if you wanted to use the Filipino as base, your dates, numbers, and units, so you could change if you wanted to, but English Philippines will be okay for me, and I'll just gonna click next. Then we have the default right here. As you can see, the layout is more on like a English type. Yes, Filipinos and English keyboards are all the same. Let's click next. Then if you have the Windows, for example, if you are installing this in a bare metal, like in a real laptop or in a computer that you have the desktop, not the virtual machine that I have right here. So you will have right here in the bottom the alongside of your existing operating system, which is maybe, probably, and it will be like Windows. But if you have different OS like distro hopping, probably like different Linux, you will have this in the bottom also, the alongside installation with the Manjaro. But for me, I'll just gonna use the entire dist, so I'm okay with like erasing all the data right here. I don't mind if I just gonna use the inscripted or unscripted. I'll just gonna use the, no inscription at all. And if you have different types of drive, you have like drive A, SD, or should I say the solid state drive A, but I'm using the virtual, so it changes into VDA, so take note of that one. If you are using Windows, you will find it like drive C, so yeah, it will be different compared to like right here in Linux. And at the same time, Linux and Mac are the same, so take note of that one. Only Windows is the the something sort of like they start with letter C, not letter A. Okay, let's try to check next. and it will ask you for the name for your computer, so I'll just use my brand name. And the password, I will make it easy just to have like easy access, because it will be like my test bed, so I really don't mind if I just gonna put in 4 characters, so it will not bother me like really. And I won't allow that login like automatically, so I'll just gonna uncheck that one. And I don't have any administration, like I will be the one, like I'm the admin and the user at the same time. Nobody's will be like messing up with my computer, so it's just okay. But if you have some other users, so you have to put a admin account so that it will not be like changing your configuration. That is why Windows sometimes has a problem like with hacker or the criminal hackers. They could like change everything without knowing. So let's try to click next. So we have options right here. We have Free Office and LibreOffice, or we all just gonna click No Office Suite, because I want to install the only Office. And we'll try to see if we have only Office right here in Manjaro Linux. So let's try to click next. So this is the summary. You have all the information, so I'm good with that one. So let's install and click install now. So there is a slide presentation right here that will tell you about the Manjaro Linux, and it will be some introduction to you, like if you are newcomer. Okay, it's already done, and let's try to restart our computer, and let's see if what we could like find it into the new version of the Manjaro Linux 25.0.1 Zitar. That's their code name. So let's try to click done. So let me close this one. I just want to let you see how to turn it off. Okay, turn it off. Just like a computer, right? And then instead of like pushing the button to turn on, you just click right here. That's the virtual machine that you have. Let's full screen this one so that you will not get like confused with the virtual machine and the actual operating system that I have. Okay, let's try to log in into our operating system. Okay, they have actually the welcome app separated from the welcome app. Okay, they have 2 welcome app. The first one, it is just like how it runs right here in operating system. So they have the tour right here. So let's try to look into the tour. So if you are a beginner, of course, you have this one. So let's begin learning the feature right here in the Manjaro Linux, and how to get overview right here, show all apps. Just click right here. So they have that super key, like the window key. So when you click the window key, it will pop up. So if you are using the keyboards of the Mac, of course, it will be in this area. It is the command key. Okay, let's continue. Power search. Yes, they have the power search. Just search and type into the overview. It will just gonna pop up to check on that one, the power search later. Okay, then they have the organize your workspace, and you have 3-finger swipe. Cool. If you are using the touchpad or the laptop that you have. And you have also the option if you swipe it down, swipe left or right. So let's close this one. And they have separate like the welcome app at the same time. So you have all the documentation right here from the release info, wiki, and applications. And you have options like if you have different like languages like Bahasa Indonesia, Bahasa Malayu, even Espanol, Spanish, Ukrainian, Vietnamese, and all those stuff, even like French. How about the German, Deutschwelle? Okay, so I think I'll just go for English right now for our international viewers. And you also have the support right here. So nice. You have the switcher right here. Let me see if you are like, oh, okay. You have the traditional, like if you want to like move it like somewhere. Oh, okay. So this is the traditional. Okay. How about the tiling? I want to see the tiling. Okay. Okay, how about a Gnome? Cool. So you have all the options right here. It's not like before, like Manjaro is just like really like stuck into the Manjaro Gnome type. Right now they are really like customizable already. Like even the settings right here, you have the tweaks. Open the tweaks, extension, accent, and all those stuff. Even the icons right here, you could like turn it on, turn it off, like over there, like your desktop icons, turn it on, turn it off. It's really like even the Wayland. Oops, okay, no, I'll not be using the Wayland right now. Cool, right? So that's how they use the Gnome switcher right now. It's basically like cool stuff. And you have the tour at the same time if you wanted to. Plus the socials, if you need to check their social, like how to use, you could like always go to YouTube, Facebook for their information, even the Twitter X, the Reddit. I mostly preferred Reddit in terms of like exploring how to use some of the application. Even me, I was just like asking myself because it's so many right now. Okay, let me close this one. So that is the welcome app. This is actually the initial boot already. So that's after you live boot, you could like install it, and then the initial boot that I have right now plus the welcome app. So let's try to talk about the desktop user interface. It is graphical user interface, so it's all graphics. You don't need to like use a terminal like this one. The terminal, of course, you could like always like type in. Oh, there's no NeoFetch. Okay. Oh, they're using not the bash, but the ZSH. Okay, let me try to install. Yes, I need to enter my super secret password. Oops. Yes, I'm trying to install it. Cool. So, let me see if we could like check it out. Ah, there it is. Cool. So they have the NeoFetch. So they're using the shell of ZSH, not the bash. Remember that one. So cool. So let me exit this one. And yeah, this is the graphical user interface. They have actually the start menu or the show apps or the app launcher, launchpad, whatever you wanted to call it. Sometimes you call it the menu. It's just okay. It's up to you. And you have also these icons, which is the quick launch application right here on the dock. Plus you have the upper dock at the same time right here. So for example, if you want to like use another desktop, like you could like use desktop 1, desktop 2, or you could like add more. And at the same time, the time and date right here on the center of your dock. Plus you have the notification. I think we have a notification of 253 available update for the package manager. So let's try to check that one out in a while. And of course, you have the power button right here for your suspend, restart, power off, or shut down, and of course your lag out. So you also have the lock screen right here, plus the system settings. Yes, they have the system settings shortcut right here. And you have the screenshot. If you want to have like the screenshot over right here, and then let's minimize like that one, and then let's screenshot. And let's try to see if the screenshot, yes, they have the screenshot right here. And you could also use the screenshot like the whole screen, like that one. And then let's check it out. Yeah, so that's how the screenshot works. Let me see. You also have the wired or the Wi-Fi plus the power balance. It will be like from the full and the saver and the balance. Night mode, of course, dark style. Yes, you could like always do that into the Linux operating system. And let me see, how about the appearance? Okay, let me go to the settings. You could also go to the show apps, and then I think this settings is right here. Let me see. Yes, it's right here. So you have the settings right here, from the wired to the Bluetooth to the display. You could like change whatever you want right here. You could like change your output input if you have USB, or you have a lot of like input built-in or input audios and camera at the same time if you wanted to. You have the power button right here. You have the options to balance it or to save it or just automatically blank screen. I'm just gonna turn it off because I'm gonna test on this one and then talk to you about this one. And you also have the hotkeys on the upper right here, so it's up to you if you wanted to. And then you have all the options right here, even the workspace like this one. And the appearance, the default and the dark mode right here, plus the accent. You have the options right here, different colors. You have the background right here, so if you have the background, you just click that one like this one, but I prefer the a little bit like less blue. It really hurt in my eyes, like if they have the full like this one. See, it's really like, I prefer the dark mode. It's basically it's my eyes, or even like different like users, sometimes they use the dark mode, especially like during the nighttime, or like in enclosure type of like studio type of room that I have, like this one. You also have different dark mode and different like this one. Like, what is this? It's like it's like Windows. Okay, let's try to see. Okay, it's like Windows. Okay, let's go back to the dark mode. I prefer the dark mode. So you have all the wallpapers right here, so feel free. Ooh, so red. Ooh, so brownish. Oh, so blue. Okay. Ooh, lavender, violet. Okay, so I'm just gonna introduce you to different types of wallpaper. I prefer this one. It's not really hurting my eyes, but let's just use this one. This is the default. Okay, so that is their appearance. Okay, some apps right here. Notification, if you want to turn it off, like not to be disturbed. Search. Oh yeah, do you want to search? Like, let's just see. Oh my gosh, it's just basically like, see, that's the advantage of using the Linux. And I bet it was also copied or inspired. I don't know who's first. Is it Mac or right here in Linux? Let's ask the developers. If you want to know about this crazy thing like search bar that will be just popping up the auto search, I think we just gonna ask the developers, or if there are the developers, watching this one, please let us know in the comments down below. And you have the online accounts right here, and Microsoft is here. Yes, Microsoft is also transitioning to Linux because they have the Microsoft Linux. They call it the Azure. Okay, so we also have the sharing of files. We could like turn it on, turn it off. The well-being of our computer is just only 15 minutes after like the initial boot. So yeah, you have also the touchpad, the mouse. I use the mouse right here plus the touchpad right here. So cool, right? Keyboards, Filipino. If you want to add more, like for example, you want to add English. What was that? It tumbled down. Something. That's how rain crazy it is. Summer storm. Okay, going back. I'll just gonna cut this one. Okay, so you also have the color management right here. The printer, if you want to add more printer or you have printer to add onto your system, the abilities right here, plus this security and privacy. Who's gonna control your camera? Of course, you have to like let it like who's controlling, okay? Let me see. You also have the system right here. So I just use the Philippines as my regional language, and the units of my degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. If you're American, you could like use your Fahrenheit, but if you're Asian or maybe in European countries, we use the Celsius. Okay, about how's your computer right here. So you have all the information. You could also change whatever you want. Like for example, you want to change the device name, you can do that one. Okay, example, I'll just gonna change the Manjaro. Click yes. See more details right here, but it's okay. I only gave this computer for only like 30 gigabytes of storage space, plus the memory is just only like 8 gig, and yeah, this is 12. Let me close this one. Let's proceed to the application. So the application, you have limited application right here. You could always download whatever you want. You have the accessories right here. You have the weather plus the desktop icons, the tweaks, the application if you want to like, you know, change it. You have also the disk analyzer right here, the tour if you want to have the tour again, and your calculator, the clock, and the extensions if you want to mingle with it. You have also the office right here, but there is only the calendar, the document viewer, and the contacts. On the other end right here, we have the system settings, the Manjaro system settings, the system monitor, and all those stuff. So they have all these applications, but of course let's just head into the software center. So I want to look into the VLC because I wanted to have the VLC player. So let's try to enter our super secret password and just choose and apply. There's no like really like good answers there. It's just gonna, you know, the use of AI. And yeah, the transaction is complete. I really like my OnlyOffice for my office suite. So OnlyOffice, and then let's enter that one. So we have OnlyOffice, and then click this and install it. Of course, just choose click and apply, click it, and then it will just install it for you. Okay, it's already done, and we have update right here again. Ooh, we have a lot of updates. So let me open our update right here and then click apply, and then of course enter our super secret password. So we have a lot of updates right here. So if you are like wondering how to install this update, it's not like in Ubuntu that you have a little bit like you need to exit the graphical user interface, which is like this one. And right here in Manjaro Gnome, it is much better. I think they need to check on that one to like change the updating of their application. Sometimes it has having some problems. You need to like use the CLI. I keep like saying that one, right? That's based on my experience and my students. I'm not kidding. Oh man. Okay, we have our transaction finished and we have the option to like restart our computer after the update. So let me restart our computer. So conclusion, well, on how to install it, it is so easy. The Calamares installer is so easy. No doubt about it. It is always easy. Just follow instruction, and it is just only less than like sometimes you just only have like 10 minutes to 15 minutes, and if you have the lower specs of your computer it will take like maybe 30 minutes to probably 30 minutes, not like in Windows that you are like reaching 3 hours. Yeah. And for the desktop, I think this is a little bit like the Mac type of desktop. So there you have it. If you want to like the Windows type, then you could like use this one. It's not too hard. It's just like if you're using Mac, you have to like a little bit like try to know what kind of applications are available. In Linux, you have also the Microsoft right here, so there's no problem with like shifting. So yeah, if you want to know about this one, just feel free to have a test drive on your virtual machine. And if you're asking me where is the shutdown again, so it is right here on the upper right corner, and then click the power button, and then you have the shutdown right here. And if you have some question, feel free to ask me right in the comments down below. I'm Blair, saying bye for now and see you in the next adventure. Ciao. Now let's click shutdown. I'll let you see how to shut down this one. Shut down.